There's one thing that's for sure. Martin O'Neill's going to have a lot of questions to answer on Friday at the press conference. And is Kasper Schmeichel taking the pure piss out of Celtic? Not one mention of Celtic. Yet again, last night he was on television talking about himself. Not one mention of Celtic at all through this. Obviously, there's a lot of questions that need answered. How much did the coaching staff know about the issues with Kasper Schmeichel? This is going to go on for days, unfortunately. But Kasper Schmeichel blatantly being on television last night. Is he still registered as a Celtic player? Is he still employed by Celtic? And is he just rubbing Celtic's nose in the fact that he is he's no longer there? Let's listen to what he had to say last night. All laughs and smiles. It's not laughs and smiles, Kasper, about the situation that Celtic fans find them in this season. And I hope you find it funny, because as fans, we don't find the situation that we are in funny. Let's just listen.
Kasper, on a serious note, you shared some heartfelt news with us and with the world yesterday. I guess I'm wondering, were you anxious about the reaction, and how was the reaction to that news, and how do you feel about doing that 24 hours on?
Yeah, it was one of those things. I think I just wanted to get it out there because there's been so many questions, and people keep asking. People are nice, they ask if you're all right, and I think it was just good to get it out there. And people have had a great reaction. I've had I will get back to everyone. My phone has been on fire, so people have been very, very nice.
Very good. Glad to hear it.
Is it just me, or does he seem to be awfully smug about the situation? I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, there's him, his mates, his dad and his mate all laughing. It doesn't sit nice for me. It doesn't sit. I mean, if he's meant to be a Celtic player, surely the club should have announced something first. Surely it's not up to the player to make the announcement. Surely, as a club employee, there is certain protocols that you have to go through. Or is it the case that he spat his dummy out and left the club? There's not many other players that have been out injured over the course of this season. I mean, you could point to Alistair Johnston, Cameron Carter-Vickers. They haven't jumped ship and jumped onto television programmes and 2 nights in a row. Went to other football games 2 nights in a row to be on television. There's a lot of people who will say good riddance to Kasper Schmeichel, and he's been absolutely rubbish this season. I think a lot of fans, if you read the comments online, there is quite a lot of fans who are a little bit peeved off the fact that it was allowed to go on for so long, this situation. And there's, I'm reading one of the comments online. Yeah, don't worry, telling the Celtic fans, the fans already knew. Tell a sports show, good job. So he needs to decides to say all this on TV, essentially announcing his retirement, while failing to mention the club and only speak about Denmark. He did all this damage. He still played against Hibs, a game we lost with goalkeeping errors. Is he having a laugh? Another comment from Julian Orojo, CSC. Must be a Leicester City fan. You're giving him love. He's certainly not a Celtic fan. He's hated now. F off. You cost us up to multiple points this season because he cared about the World Cup. I mean, this is just some of the comments online. This isn't me just making it up. It is comments online. If there are a lot of messages you haven't got back to, it's Celtic fans telling that you're... Stop looking at us in disgust and shaking your head when we protest. It's something you know nothing about. Happy retirement. Yeah. So that's just some of the comments that are online from the whole debacle. How do you feel about Kasper Schmeichel this morning? Honest question, because to me, it stinks of disrespect for the club. Massive disrespect for the club. No, when you see the way that Joe Hart left the club, Joe Hart talks about Celtic consistently online, consistently on the television. Can't stop talking about his love for Celtic. Kasper Schmeichel took the wages and is basically just laughing at us on television. Whether you like that opinion or not is all about opinions. Give me your opinion in the comment section about it, because I'll tell you one thing, a lot of people are not happy the way, and yes, Martin O'Neill has to take some responsibility. He kept on playing him. Stevie Woods, goalkeeping coach, big massive questions need asked about him now. And like I said yesterday's video, was Wilfred Nancy right in his training methods and what he's, I mean, who ultimately allowed Kasper Schmeichel to keep on playing? That's one of the questions. Martin O'Neill's going to be cringing going into this press conference. I feel really sorry for Martin, because he's had to come back to Celtic at a time where the club are in complete disarray. When you look at the interview that was given last week, talking about the finances of the club, that didn't come from a fan's perspective. I don't know, it's been one hell of a week. And what has there been from the club once again? Nada. When you look at the social media posts from Celtic, absolutely nothing. Nothing whatsoever. It's unbelievable. They've got their heads in the sand again. I mean, they put out the thing yesterday. They're talking about Yang earns his double, keeps on place as team of the week. Martin O'Neill saying happy St. Patrick's Day on the 17th on Twitter. There was very little put out yesterday. Nothing. It was all about the next match. Celtic going to, when something like it's always the same. It's always the same with Celtic. When the proverbial crap hits the fan, Celtic do not know how to deal with it. They are a reactionary club. They do not plan for anything. They do not know, where is Nicholson? I'm going to eat you, Nicholson. And it's obviously a picture of Kasper and that one. Bring back the thunder, the Green Brigade. Bring back the thunder. Lift the bands. Yeah. We want to know why we are hearing about Kasper through CBS instead of the club. Announce keeper Kasper retirement. Do an injury update. End the bans. Just some of the comments online. Joe Hart knew exactly what it meant to wear the Celtic jersey. Passion, pride, and given absolutely everything for the badge every single time he stepped on that pitch. That's the standard. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. And when you think of what has went on this season, it is just another case of Celtic Football Club completely burying their head in the sand and treating the fans with the utmost disregard and disrespect. And that makes me sad. It makes me sad as a Celtic fan that we're at this stage. And especially with season ticket renewals just around the corner. I know that our family will, as we always do, they will renew the season tickets that we have. But it's a complete shit show, isn't it? Anyway, try and have a fantastic day. I will be back with a live this evening. Make sure you join me 8 p.m. Celtic Park time tonight so we can all discuss, as you've probably done in many other podcasts, about the whole Kasper Schmeichel situation.